We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. Right now, the Ravens are talking about their plans for next season, the decisions the team still needs to make about Lamar Jackson, and how the timing of those decisions could impact the upcoming draft. Dozens of homes forced to evacuate due to an 8-alarm wildfire in Owings Mills. What firefighters are saying about the ongoing efforts to put that fire out. And happening today, the state is set to release a new report on the child sex abuse in the Archdiocese of Baltimore, how the church is reacting even before the report's release. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with breaking news. An update about that massive 8-alarm fire in Owings Mills that's been burning for nearly 24 hours. You're taking a live look from a news conference going on right now with multiple first responders. Firefighters say they have now contained the fire that is burning at the Soldier's Delight Natural Environment in Owings Mills. You can continue to watch the rest of this news conference live on our website, foxbaltimore.com. Now, the fire started Tuesday, and it forced those in at least 29 homes to evacuate. More than 200 first responders across the state pitched in to help contain the flames, as the lack of hydrants in that force meant extra tankers were needed. Right now, all eyes are on the Ravens. The team's general manager, Eric DaCosta, is talking about the team's draft plans. We know Lamar Jackson will be a big topic. He is asking for a trade. If the team is going to do that, they may want to do it before they're on the clock. That would give them new draft picks, which could help them pick a replacement. And it appears the Ravens are in the mix to land veteran wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. ESPN is reporting OBJ has an offer from the Ravens on the table. Our own Morgan Adsit is there in Owings Mills at today's news conference. She'll have complete coverage coming up on our Fox 45 News at 4. Happening today, the Maryland Attorney General will release a redacted report on the child sex abuse in the Archdiocese of Baltimore. As Olivia Dance reports, today's release comes after a Baltimore judge approved the release last month.
The report is set to be released sometime this afternoon, investigating child sex abuse here in the Archdiocese of Baltimore. And Archbishop Lori is expected to release a statement after the report is made public, but he made an over 4-minute long announcement on YouTube yesterday. Take a listen to part of it.
I want to again acknowledge that the abuse described in this report represents a grave betrayal, one that has had devastating consequences for victim survivors. On behalf of the Church, I offer my heartfelt apology to the victim survivors and to their families.
Back in March, a judge approved the release of the Maryland Attorney General's investigation into the history of sex abuse in the Archdiocese. The report has identified 600 sexual abuse victims dating back to the 1940s. It also identifies 158 predator priests, and until now, 1/3 of those priests have never been publicly identified. And again, we expect the report to be released sometime this afternoon. Of course, you can get the latest updates on our website at foxbaltimore.com. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
We are expecting that report to be released in the coming hour. The Attorney General just announced that he will speak about the report at 12:30. We will have a reporter there and bring you the latest on foxbaltimore.com and on Fox 45 News at 4. Turning now to a city in crisis, yet another child is shot in Baltimore City. The 15-year-old is recovering right now at a hospital after being shot last night in East Baltimore. It has been an especially violent start to April. Just 5 days into the month, 16 people have been shot. 5 of those people have died. That includes 3 people killed in a quadruple shooting on Saturday, a dispute that police say happened among neighbors.
This incident should not have ended in gun violence.
It is out of control. You know, there's no consequences. There's no accountability.
City Councilman Robert Stokes is calling for a hearing. He wants city law enforcement agencies, including the Sheriff's Office, school police, and the City State's Attorney's Office, to appear in City Hall next week and answer questions about their efforts in the crime fight.
If we not had those kind of conversations with our top 4 or 5 law enforcement to find out how they collaborating together to address crime in the city. It gets misconstrued, and people don't. First thing they think they're not doing anything.
We reached out to Councilman Eric Costello for comment about the latest crime concerns. We've not yet heard back. That city council hearing is scheduled for April 12th at 1 p.m. 11:05 now. Here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, there is new video showing the moments leading up to the deadly end of the nationwide manhunt for ex-Hogan staffer Roy McGrath. He'd been on the run for 3 weeks before federal officials finally caught up to him near Knoxville, Tennessee. The new video shows agents surrounding an Escalade with its passenger side window broken. The FBI isn't saying exactly what happened, but the agency says that McGrath was hurt in the arrest. He was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Trending number 2, a 2-year-old boy is dead after being bitten by a dog in Frederick County. The child was airlifted to a hospital but later died. The Brunswick Police Department and Frederick County Animal Control are currently investigating. Trending number 3, a new interactive tool is helping fight food insecurity in Howard County. The green dots represent every food resource available in the county. Nearly 1 in 4 Howard County residents reported eating vegetables less than once a day, and the county wants to make healthy options more accessible. Trending number 4, Maryland homeowners and renters are now able to apply for a new tax credit. The program sets a limit on property taxes owed based on your income. Last year, it saved Marylanders more than $58 million. Applications received by tax day on April 15th will receive a credit on your July bill. The deadline to file is October 1st. Trending number 5, the O's are waking up victorious this morning yet again. Last night, they took on the Texas Rangers for Game 2 of 3 in Arlington, Texas. For Game 1, the O's started on top with a 2-0 win. Then yesterday, they upped the score, winning 7-2. The Orioles' home opener is set for tomorrow afternoon. And if you're heading to opening day, we want you to share your photos with us. Scan the QR code on your screen, and that will take you to foxbaltimore.com/chime-in, where you can upload your pictures and videos. It's powered by Stackla. If you are thinking about changing jobs, you are not alone. Coming up, how many people say they will try to leave their job for a different one this year, and the top 2 reasons they're looking to leave. A new COVID booster could soon be approved. The specific group doctors say are most in need of a booster. And Donald Trump enters a not guilty plea. We've got reaction from voters to the historic charges in New York.
Warmer and breezy conditions for the afternoon. Temperatures near record highs throughout the day today. And then we're going to see those storms move in on Thursday. That's what's prompted the weather alert for Thursday. But how about a high of 83? That's going to be close to the record. 67 tonight, so we don't really cool down too much. And then mid-80s tomorrow, that warm and moist air potentially bringing us some more of those thunderstorms. We'll track that for you coming up in my full forecast in just a few.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
(11:09) and taking a look at your social stream, former President Donald Trump is pleading not guilty to 34 felony charges. The charges are for falsifying business records. They're in connection to hush payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels during the 2016 presidential campaign. Trump's legal team will move to dismiss the case. Here's how you're reacting. One person saying Trump is a corrupt politician, and prosecutions like these are warnings to future politicians who have no respect for the law. Another one saying Trump will triumph over the political persecution. Chicago voters have elected a new mayor. Democrat Brandon Johnson is a Cook County commissioner and former teacher. He defeated former Chicago school CEO and fellow Democrat Paul Vallis in Tuesday's runoff election. Johnson will take over for Lori Lightfoot as Chicago's mayor. Lightfoot was the first mayor of Chicago to lose her re-election bid after she finished third in February's vote. Here's what you're saying about that. Not the person I voted for, but I'm not a sore loser. Congrats to him. I hope he can be good for all of us in the city and prove me wrong. Another person saying I voted for him and I hope the same. I also voted for Lightfoot first time she ran. Every politician should be viewed with an ounce of skepticism and a pinch of hope. And if they ain't working, vote them out. The Washington Post reports the FDA plans to approve a second COVID-19 vaccine booster that targets the Omicron variant. The booster would be for people 65 and over or for people who have weak immune systems. Sources for the Post say the FDA is expected to make the announcement in the next few weeks. Ellie says to that up here, good idea. I have a 96-year-old relative who hasn't had COVID, doesn't want COVID, and has done very well by taking FDA-approved drugs for almost a century. And then another person on the opposite side saying, I'm going to pass. Well, still ahead, calls for change within the Baltimore City school system, the demands parents are making after a new report shows low student performance. And avoiding teacher burnout, the changes one Ohio school district is making to help relieve stress among teachers. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. Your time now, 11:12 on Fox 45 News. We are back with a live look over at Towson. Another beautiful and warm day, but rain is on the way. Stay with us. Meteorologist Justin Chambers is tracking how our next weather maker might impact Orioles opening day. 11:14 and turning now to the crisis in the classroom. After a number of problems have surfaced within the Baltimore City school system, some parents are speaking out. At a rally for change, parents gathered to say enough is enough.
The community's ducking bullets. We have crime. We have a bad situation with our youth. And it starts with the school system that they're in today.
Many parents, grandparents, and students are now blaming city leaders for the problems in Baltimore City schools, saying the school system has failed them.
The school system was better 55 years ago than it is today. That's right. Even with the walls of segregation and the walls that we were tearing down, we were getting an education that would send us where we need to go.
We have crime. We have a bad situation with our youth. And it starts with the school system that they're in today.
Parents rallied Tuesday outside of Baltimore City School headquarters to call for accountability from school leaders. The rally comes not long after only 7% of Baltimore City 3rd through 8th graders tested proficient in math last year. Our Project Baltimore team has been extensively covering the issues in Baltimore City schools. You can see their award-winning reporting under the Project Baltimore tab at foxbaltimore.com. Making headlines, foreign ministers of NATO countries are meeting in Brussels today, including U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. He's been holding talks with his counterparts from New Zealand and Croatia. Also notable about the visit, Finland is now the military alliance's 31st member. It joined on Tuesday. If you are thinking about traveling abroad, consider this. Getting a new passport could take up to 4 months. The State Department says an increase in travel is creating a backlog of applications. It could take up to 13 weeks to process a routine passport application. For people applying by mail, it could take as long as 4 months. And if you are traveling, a new report finds 5 of the world's busiest airports were in the U.S. last year. Atlanta's hub, once again, topped the list as the busiest by passenger volume. It was followed by Dallas-Fort Worth, Denver, Chicago, O'Hare, and LAX. They all made the list. Well, coming up later today on Fox 45 News at 4, the report finally set to be released. What we're learning tonight about the long history of child abuse in the Baltimore Archdiocese. Then at 5, are there enough officers to keep the city safe? We're pressing city leaders on if efforts to fill massive staffing shortages are making any progress. And former President Donald Trump is now facing more than 24 criminal charges. At 6, legal analysts are discussing the case and looking at the political divide between prosecutors and politicians. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. 11:17 and now to today's talking point. In Ohio, school district is testing out a new 4-day work week to try to avoid teacher burnout. The superintendent of the College Hill City School District says he is hopeful the new schedule will help reduce teacher burnout. Kids will attend in person Tuesday through Friday. Mondays will be for self-guided work at home, and it allows teachers to catch up on lesson planning. The new schedule will start in August, with provisions being made to help parents with child care needs. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. So many questions and thoughts about this. What do you think?
You know, it's interesting, Patrice. I think the school system we need to look at revamping some things, but I think incorporating, you know, like you said, incorporating how we use our computers and how we use distance learning and how the school day is broken up. I definitely think there needs to be changes. I just hope it's not one of those things where you just have 4 days and that Monday is not used properly and we're not really innovating. You know, it's like, right. I think the innovation has to happen. I'm down with change, but I want it to be innovative and actually be a winning formula.
I would say that for the students and for the teachers. I think the teachers are just 100% overloaded. And I know even on the weekends that they do have, they go home and that's when they do their lesson plans. And so they're still working. Most of the teachers I know, I mean, it doesn't turn off for them much. They don't get a lot of time. So I like the thought of, you know, giving them more time, although they said that Monday would be for lesson planning. So really it's not a day off for them. They're still going to be working. On the other side, that seems like a huge burden for parents now, because no one's set up to work 4 days a week. That doesn't fit for most households. So now you've put this huge burden on parents and what to do about that. So like you said, I think you can look at changes. You've got to figure out ways that it can benefit everybody and still, of course, get the kids what they need. And
like you said, Patrice, I think that's the other thing. As a parent, I noticed that, you know, now that they have incorporated more online aspects of school, as the parents, I know I dropped the ball. I get emails all the time. I'll be like, yeah, whatever. But I mean, I think for younger parents like yourself, it's a great opportunity, Patrice, to get at it. Change the relationship. So, I mean, we did, when Naomi had virtual school, we were on top of it. But all the parents that I know, most of the parents I know now, hate the thought of virtual school, because when they said we're not going to do snow days anymore, it's going to just switch to virtual. Oh, there was an outcry. So that's not going to go over well either. So I don't know. Change, yes. Let's all figure it out. All right, Patrice.
All right.
Definitely tracking the weather alert day on Thursday. But before we get there, we're going to see temperatures that will continue to rise over the next couple of hours. Mid to upper 70s, even lower 80s as we get you into your Wednesday afternoon. 62, that's typically where we are this time of year. So most of us will be about 20 degrees above average. In fact, the record high is 84. That was set back in 2010. So pretty close to that number later today. That sun will be up until 7:34 this evening. A bit breezy at times, too. And check out some of these numbers across Central Maryland, Eastern Shore, across across the bay. The further inland you go, our temperatures will be even warmer, where we'll see in those mid to even some upper 80s as well. Let's talk about the next weather maker getting its act together and continuing to move through the Midwest and the Mid-South as we get later into your Wednesday afternoon and evening. That's where we have that best chance for those strong to severe storms. The expansive system aiding in that widespread severe potential. Now, we do have a marginal risk, at least for some of us here. This is for western Carroll County and Frederick County down through Gaithersburg as well. That's 1 on a scale of 1 to 5. And that's for today for the potential of a couple of pop-up storms. While tomorrow, most of us will be under that marginal risk as well. And that is 1 on a scale of 1 to 5. But we have to watch that as we get into your Thursday afternoon. Let's check Wednesday first. You can see our future scan. You can see those arrows, the red arrows. That's an indication of that southerly wind and that warm and moist air. 6, 7 o'clock this evening, still that potential for a couple of pop-up storms, which is why we have that marginal risk for our western counties. Early on Thursday, may see a stray pop-up shower, but really the better chance for those storms after about 3, 4 o'clock. You can really see it right there, and that lines up right when we're trying to get that first pitch going for the Orioles home opener. Pushing out of here into that 5 and 6 o'clock hour, and by the time we get to about 7, 8, 9 o'clock on Thursday evening, those storms are going to be done and exiting to the east. So here's a look at your 10-day forecast. You can see the weather alert day on Thursday. Our temps drop back to the 60s on Friday, so definitely cooler. Coolest day of the week will be Saturday in the upper 50s, but Easter Sunday looking great. And then we start to warm up and dry out toward the middle of next week.
Well, still ahead, actor Hugh Jackman is urging fans to wear sunscreen, his newest brush with skin cancer, and just how treatable it really is. A historic multi-billion-dollar settlement from Johnson & Johnson. How much the company is paying to settle claims that its powders caused cancer. And a big night of all-new television. At 8, it's The Masked Singer. Then at 9, it's Farmer Wants a Wife. And then stick around for Fox 45 News at 10 and the late edition at 11. 11:22 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. Johnson & Johnson will pay billions of dollars to settle claims regarding its talc products. The company is agreeing to pay $8.9 billion to settle claims that the products caused cancer. The settlement, which is set to be paid out over 25 years, still needs to be approved by the bankruptcy court. And if it is, all current and future claims would be resolved. Johnson & Johnson maintains that their products are safe. Actor Hugh Jackman is urging fans to wear sunscreen, saying he may have skin cancer again. In a video posted on his Instagram account, Jackman says he is waiting for test results. The 54-year-old has been treated for basal cell carcinoma several times. The cancer is one of the most common cancers in the U.S. Treatment can be highly effective when it is detected early. Meghan Markle is being recognized for her work advocating for women. The Duchess of Sussex will receive the Women of Vision Award. Gloria Steinem, a legendary activist and founder of the Ms. Foundation for Women, will present Markle the award at the foundation's 50th anniversary gala in New York next month. Past recipients of the award include former First Lady and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, and Dianne von Furstenberg. It is time now for your lunch break. Mark your calendars because Taco Fest is coming to Annapolis. It is happening Saturday, May 6th at the Maryland Hall in Annapolis. Now, in addition to tacos, there's going to be drinks and churros and ice cream. Tickets are free and can be reserved online at marylandtacofest.eventbrite. That's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on.
Hank Patrice, we're talking dirty clothes, that is. Coming up, the new debate over whether it's better to wash your clothes in hot or cold water. Stick around to find out.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle Live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with acting coach and actor Mark McKinnon.
Hey, how's it going?
Good morning. Oh, Mark got the deep voice. What's going on, Mark? Let me tell you right now, trending now, should you wash your clothes in hot or cold water? There's growing debate online. Experts say cold water may help preserve your clothes, keep the colors from fading and clothes from shrinking, but warm water is more effective at getting clothes clean and can save energy. That's because warm or hot cycles tend to be shorter. Now, let me say this, as the elder statesman on the panel, we grew up with hot water for clean clothes and cold water for colors, but I don't know. Lady T, what do you think?
Well, I referred back to the streets on this one.
Okay.
And they said we're supposed to use hot water, okay?
Okay.
I don't know. But you know what? I'm also a woman, and I love scolding hot water when I shower, too. So, of course, I'm going to want my clothes to be washed in it also. So,
Mark,
I can't help it, you know?
Mark, what do you think? Young lion.
I messed this up so many times growing up, but what I know now is that you use cold water for your dark clothes, and you use hot water for your white clothes. That's what I do right there.
That's what it is.
Okay, what about your colorful underwear?
Oh, what kind of, what you
What about my colorful underwear?
First of all, we get that dry cleaned, okay?
There you go. Dry cleaners is the best for that, right there.
Okay, we'll move on. If you're thinking about changing jobs, you're not alone. A new survey from bankrate.com finds 56% of currently employed adults plan on looking for a new job over the next 12 months. The main reason, higher pay and better work-life balance.
Come on.
That's a great plan. I mean, everybody plans on doing this, but Mark, is it a reality? Obviously, yeah. You want a high-paying job and you want a better work-life balance.
Everyone is looking for happiness. We just want to be happy, and we want to be paid well to do what we do well. You know, so I understand why these numbers are showing what they're showing, because we want to live in happiness and be able to buy the things we want to buy without it being a struggle.
You're right, Mark. You're right, Mark. You're right, Mark.
You better come through wise words. I don't know how to come after that.
But Lady T, with that beautiful top you have on you, obviously money's not a problem.
Yeah, I know, right? It looked like money. No, it was on sale.
Okay.
It was on sale. It's a lot of sale and it's a lot of discounts that I'm dealing with, okay? But no, definitely, like, of course, a lot of people are searching for jobs right now. I think it's funny when people look for jobs after they already got a job and they're like, this ain't working for me. 2 weeks in, this ain't working for you. Listen, okay, well, you'll catch me on OnlyFans and my screen name would be Caramel Drop, @CaramelDrop. Okay. That's the new job I'm looking for.
That's true.
The side hustle.
Okay, we want you to tell it. Will you be looking for a job in the coming year? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the Lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app, and at the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Well, Elon Musk is no longer the world's top billionaire with an estimated $180 billion. The Tesla and Twitter chief dropped to the second spot in Forbes' annual World's Billionaire list. Bernard Arnault dethroned him. He's the chairman of French luxury goods giant LVMH. He has a net worth of $211 billion. Forbes says Musk's wealth fell because of his $44 billion Twitter purchase. Also, Tesla's stock sank sharply last year. Forbes says the total number of billionaires on the list fell for the second year in a row. There are now 2,640 billionaires worldwide, and we're so glad to have one of them on. Mark, take a bow. Mark, ladies and gentlemen, in an acting field,
I know, that's right.
one of our first billionaires. Mark, what do you think about the list, and what year are you going to be on it?
Hey, I'm going to be on it next year. I'm going to claim that I'm being on it next year with the direction I'm going in my life and career and business. I'm going to be on there next year.
That's
but is it really a loss to still be a multi-billionaire?
I know. Can you even feel it?
You can call me fifth. If I'm a billionaire, I'm still going to be happy. It's not a loss.
Well,
I won.
Let me tell you something. You know who knows it's a loss? Kanye. Okay, Lady T. Lady T, what's your thoughts?
Hold on. I was trying to
necklace
Google.
Looks like it cost $1 billion.
I was trying to Google Bernie on her because I was trying to see if he was single. But he's not single. So back to you, Mark. But no, that is crazy, right? That this is a big deal. That Elon is no longer the top billionaire. Like, that's a big deal because look, he didn't try to buy up all these companies, and obviously a lot of stuff has fallen through for him. So.
Well, let's say if you looked at, let's say we're hiring. Elon Musk. And we're looking at how he's handled Twitter.
Yes.
Oh, he ain't getting hired.
Yeah, like you can't even get pizza on Fridays with him.
Not at all.
I think his purchase and the way he's managed Twitter make you look second guess even Tesla. Like,
it does. He don't look organized.
Is this fool the one that's running Tesla? But that's just my thoughts. Okay.
I still want a Tesla though. I don't care. Is that bad that I still want a Tesla? He's no longer a billionaire, but I'm still good. I want a Tesla.
You can help him get there.
Thanks, guys. You're amazing. Thanks so much, Mark. We'll see you later in the show. Still ahead from the hottest new skin treatments to fun new accessories to freshen up our wardrobe, how to make the transition from winter to spring easier on the way. And these aren't your grandmother's compression socks. The cute new designs will make your feet look as good as they feel. Put on that compression, baby. That's
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
If you're spending a lot of time on your feet, compression socks could make your life easier. Stacey Bell is here to explain why and share a money-saving deal on America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
I'm going to tell you about something that you need, but you may not even realize you need it. Compression socks. I travel a lot, and so I keep these in all of my carry-on bags, so I have them at all times. They really are helpful for just maintain your overall health, because the heart is working so hard to pump blood throughout your body, and when it goes down to your feet, that's easy. But it's getting it to come back up because it's working against gravity. That is the challenge, and that's where these compression socks come in handy. Dr. Siegel, a doctor of course, created these, and so he just put a lot of extra care and thought into these. They're antimicrobial, they have silver ion, and they have this extra cushioning. I just got these, and I really like the purple, the lavender, because that's my favorite color. But the other thing is they're compression, but they also are really good stretchy, so it's not that compression that's painful. These are at such a great deal. You could buy one and give them to anybody in your family or even some of your friends. You're getting up to 20% off of Dr. Siegel's compression socks. He really did put a lot of thought into these, so you want to head over to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Zenni, Maui Moisture, and Boiron.
As the chilly winter months begin to warm into spring, you'll need to switch up more than just your wardrobe. From sunscreen and moisturizers to self-care essentials and tips for quality R&R. She'll tell you everything you need to know to keep yourself feeling fresh, glowing, and protected. Beauty and lifestyle expert Grace Gold joins us to share all this amazing info. You look so beautiful, Grace. You look ready. You look like a dose of spring and summer.
Thanks so much, Mark. Well, you know, a great way to boost your wellness routine this spring is to protect yourself from blue light for better sleep and reduced eye strain. And Zenni Block lenses, they really are a spring wellness essential for both adults and kids. They help block blue light that's emitted from phones, tablets, and other digital screens, which have been linked to disrupted sleep, tired eyes, blurred vision, and more. Now, Block's lenses can be added to almost any pair of Zenni frames, including prescription or non-prescription glasses and sunglasses. I love that there are more than 3,000 frames and stylish collections to choose from, so you can express your personal style with prices that won't break the bank. Now, moving on to hair care, you know, more people want natural ingredients in their products, and that's why I love Maui Moisture's coconut milk shampoo and conditioner. Now, this is ideal for wavy to tightly curled hair with ingredients that provide up to 50 times softer and smoother curls just in time for the warmer weather. It's blended with 100% aloe as the first ingredient, which moisturizes, strengthens, and helps with frizz control. There's also coconut milk, guava extract, and mango butter. And not only does it make your hair look amazing, it smells amazing too. Think coconut, floral, and woody notes that are just so perfect for spring. Finally, as it gets warmer outside, we become more active. That means more muscle pain, stiffness, and bruising for a lot of people. So whether you're exercising, maybe doing yard work, home improvement projects, it's important to have a pain relief gel on hand. Now, unlike other over-the-counter pain relief gels, Boron Arnicure gel not only relieves muscle pain, it also relieves swelling from injuries and discoloration from bruises. It's made from a type of mountain daisy called arnica, and it's so convenient because you can take it at the very first sign of pain and bruising. I love that this is fragrance-free, so you can use it discreetly without that medicinal smell. It's non-greasy, absorbs quickly, so you can feel better faster. A definite must-have for your medicine cabinet this spring.
Grace, good stuff. How can we get more information?
Sure, check out d6news.com/spring beauty and wellness.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us, okay?
Happy spring.
You too. Take care. Still ahead, pursuing your dreams, how a local studio is helping others realize and achieve their dreams in the arts. And preparing for the future, more than half of young adults say they don't feel good about their current financial situation. Coming up, how to change that and take control of your finances.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
All right, listen up, all you working actors. You've got the training and the chops to be an actor, but how do you get booked? Mark McKinnon, founder of McKinnon Acting Studio in Maryland, is here to tell us how. Welcome to the show, Mark.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, and you brought a guest with you today, actor and spoken word artist Ephraim Nehemiah. Hey there.
Hello, hello, hello.
Awesome. Great to have you both here today. All right, so Mark, we're going to start off with you. Now, how long have you been working as an actor that's also running a thriving acting school, which is pretty amazing?
Yes, so I've been an an actor for over 15 years now. Been really doing a lot of great things. The studio is going into 10 years old now.
Wow.
So the McKinney Studio has been helping thousands of actors since 2012. So it's really been a blessing to be able to work as an actor, but help so many other actors achieve their dreams and being an on-camera actor.
Oh, awesome. Okay, 10 years. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, now what do we do? Once we've trained at MAS, McKinney Acting Studio, or any other acting school, how do we get booked for the roles that we want?
You gotta network. It's so important to know who's casting the projects that you want to be on. Because what's more important than you knowing them, they have to know you exist. They got to know your type. They got to know where you fit in their project. So it's very important you get out there, network, take workshops, also network with other actors. Actors are always trying to help other actors get onto projects that they're working on already. So that is a great way as well. And also don't wait till you get an audition to start to train. You should already be training ahead of time so when the audition comes, it's about execution.
Oh, I like that. Now, how do we not get discouraged? Because along this path, this is a long journey towards getting where you want to be as an actor. How do we keep from being discouraged?
What I say is you have to change your perspective on what success is when it comes to being an actor, right? Because a lot of times we put our success based on what we've booked, right? But I always say, how often are you auditioning? Right? Then when you achieve that, okay, how often are you getting called back? How often are you getting that screen test? So when you start to change your meter, you'll be happy and celebrate the wins when you get that call back, when you get pinned.
That's true. That's true. Okay, now you are also an amazing playwright, apparently.
Yes.
So tell me about this Easter weekend. You've got this hip-hop musical coming up, lots of singing, dancing, all these different things. Tell me about it. I want to hear.
Yes. So this weekend, this Friday night and Saturday afternoon, we have our hip-hop musical, The Battle for Your Soul, that I had a great time writing and directing. Phenomenal cast. Shout out to the City of Praise Family Ministries for providing us this opportunity to do this. Bishop Joel and Pastor Yolanda Peebles have given us the permission to tell this story. Because what we know Easter as, we know we celebrate Jesus on the cross and rising 3 days later. But why did he go to the cross?
Right.
He had to go there to die for our sins. Well, when do we first see sin? It's in Adam and Eve. And who introduced sin to them? Lucifer. And that's where our story comes in at. We talk about the backstory of Lucifer and why he rose to where he rose to try to take our souls and God's mission to save our souls.
Oh, and it's a wonderful take on it. So, Ephraim, what can we expect? You're acting in it. What can we expect on Friday and Saturday?
Yes. So expect to see a dynamic show. I'm bringing as much as I can to the performance as well. Also talking about the way that we understand how the sin came in. So we know these things that are happening, not to justify this evil, for us to be aware of the things that try to distract us from the best versions of ourselves. So you're going to see rapping, singing, amazing performance, something that's dynamic and refreshing.
And spoken word as well.
And spoken word, yes.
Lit. Okay, tell us real quick, where can we go for more information, Mark?
Yes, you can visit cityofpraisechurch.com. You'll be able to see free tickets. The show is absolutely free, so free for the entire family. We'd love to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you both for joining us today. Till next time. Bye.
Definitely tracking our next weather maker. That's going to be on Thursday for our weather alert day, but we're warmer and breezy on Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures near record highs as we take you later into the day. It'll be breezy, that wind from the south coming in and continuing to bring in a lot of that warm air, and temps that will be in the lower 80s throughout 2, 3, and 4 o'clock hour. Typically this time of year, we're in the lower 60s, so well above average for us here for today. And we're going to keep those above average numbers tomorrow too. Check out some of these numbers and these high temps in the low to mid 80s for the eastern shore, across the bay, even into the interior regions of Maryland, where we'll see some temperatures that could get to the mid to upper 80s as well. It's all part of the next weather maker, which is why we're in our weather alert mode. Those strong to severe storms moving through the Midwest and the Mid-South later this afternoon into Wednesday evening. Some areas here could actually see a few pop-up storms on your Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night in parts of Frederick and Carroll counties, where we do have that marginal risk for severe weather. All of us, or most of us, will be in that marginal risk on Thursday. That's 1 on a scale of 1 to 5. But either way, the potential for damaging wind gusts and also some large hail and even a brief spin-up tornado. All of that is on the table for these storms moving through on Thursday. Let's talk about Wednesday first. You can see that southerly wind coming in to the afternoon. At 6, 7 o'clock, as I mentioned, a couple of pop-up storms that are going to be possible. Most of the activity, though, is going to be on Thursday. We start dry for the morning time. May see a stray shower or two kind of ahead of that cold front moving through, but watch what happens as that front comes in. You see all that southerly wind, and then that wind is shifting coming in from the north and the northwest. And right there, 3, 4 o'clock is kind of the prime time for more of those showers and storms to develop. Some of them could be strong to severe, pushing across the northern sections of the bay into the eastern shore. And by Thursday evening, that's all out of here. And so we're going to be drier and cooler behind that on Friday. Here's your 10-day forecast. Weather alert day on Thursday. We're back to the 60s Friday. Upper 50s is all we get Saturday, but looking good for Easter Sunday in the lower 60s and warmer and drier next week.
Still ahead, more than half of Americans say they will try and switch jobs in the next 12 months. The number one reason they're looking to leave, coming up. If you're thinking about changing jobs, you're not alone. A new survey from Bankrate.com finds 56% of currently employed adults plan on looking for new jobs over the next 12 months. The main reason, higher pay and a better work-life balance. We wanted you to tell it. Will you be looking for a new job in the coming year? Most of you are saying, no. Okay. I love my job. That's good to know. Okay. That's kind of shocking, to be honest. So a little positivity for a change, right? Great show lined up for tomorrow. Opening day at Camden Yards. I'll be out there bright and early. We'll be talking about all things baseball and the O's and ballpark and food and, of course, snacks at the food. And actually, tomorrow we're going to deal with that weather, too. Hopefully the weather will hold up because we are expecting some weather. But like I said, I'll be for So Baltimore. I'll be out there early. I think my first interview actually starts at like 6 a.m. So...
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
Now, despite facing significant challenges, okay, well, looks like we had little technical difficulties, but thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Twitter, Facebook, and all our media platforms, and we'll see you tomorrow.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Ameriprise Financial.
Okay, we're back. All right. I guess we are back. The party continues. Now, despite facing significant economic headwinds in their upcoming years, 6 out of 10 millennials feel good about their financial situation, yet challenges remain as the oldest millennials enter their peak earning years and a hectic stage in life that often includes raising families and paying mortgages. Marcy Keckler, is that right, Marcy? Senior Vice President of Financial Advice Strategy at Ameriprise Financial, joins us to discuss what millennials can do to weather this tough weather. How are you, by the way?
I'm great. Good morning.
Good. Well, welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here.
So, discuss with us what millennials can do to protect them from the headwinds and weather these headwinds that they'll face in their financial goals.
Well, millennials are now the largest generational population in the U.S. And as you said, they are generally feeling positive about their finances. 6 out of 10 say that they are, but they are facing challenges. And some of the challenges are just part of the life stage that they're in their 30s and early 40s. They're balancing family, they're balancing career, they're balancing things they want to do today with their money, things they want to save for long term. So there's a balancing act. And there are things that millennials and all investors can do to face some of the challenges that we're all navigating, things that we know millennials are concerned about, like inflation, interest rates, thinking about potential tax changes. And millennials are doing a couple smart things that are making a difference. 95% of millennials are, in fact, taking steps, and 2 of the steps they're taking make sense for any of us. 60% said they are focused on spending less, and 48% said they are trying to save more. And that is a powerful combination at any life stage, and music to my ears as a certified financial planner. So those are some of the steps I think make sense for millennials and all of us.
And so, what's the best way, I know, we kind of like our show's kind of, the time is wrapping up quickly, but can you tell us a little bit more about the findings that you found in your study, and then also how we can find more information with you?
We found that millennials are taking steps at a younger life stage than other generations did. They're starting to save for retirement earlier than Gen X, my generation, or baby boomers did. And they're also buying a home a little bit sooner, 3 or 4 years younger than older generations were. And those are, I think, interesting and important findings. And if you want to learn more, you can find more at ameriprise.com/millennials.
Marcy, we'll have to have you back. Thank you so much for that great information, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day. Take care.